Benny Johnson video in which he worries about aliens causing financial crisis across the globe when proof of them is released by the Bank of England. Sounds pretty convoluted. Here's a Star Wars clip to start it from Benny Johnson. Wahoo.
What is what? He asked you a question. What is that?
We come in peace. We come in peace.
Is this for real?
He says it is a government psyop and we should...
Guys, what the fuck is this? The worst thing about the modern American fascist is that they can't make art at all. That's the worst thing. From the part of them that makes them impervious to the whimsy or coherence of human art stems their fascism. Everything that disconnects them from this medium is what makes them bad people.
Destroy it.
Great.
What's up, guys? It's Benny.
So this guy has been proven to be gay, right? I feel like someone just recently came out and was like, I have proof of this guy like literally having relationships, but maybe it was a different guy. Who was that? That was just recent.
Project Bluebeam is a theory from the 1990s, right?
Appreciate the AI overview.
When Independence Day was released, in fact, where...
So are these guys just trying to do stuff other than ICE coverage right now? One day ago.
The theorizers said that a global government would be formed because they'd stage a fake alien invasion, complete with projections in the sky and so on. This would bring about the New World Order. That's because the global elites have been trying to create total and complete global control for a long time, but they realized that there were too many disparate cultures and nations, and it'd be so hard to bring all of them under heel and get them all to agree to one master. And that is, of course, what they're going to try and do with Operation Project Bluebeam manipulation.
But okay, so why are fascists upset that the aliens' goal would be to control all people under one rule? Isn't that literally what their shit is? Well, really what they want is an ethno-state where they do that and then the other people they don't. Anyone that they think is other than them. So non-white, I suppose, in this case. But, I mean, really, it wouldn't end. It's a never-ending cycle to try unnaturally to claim control of something that can't be controlled. So why do it? He's just going to scroll the AI front page for this. So lovely. Their brains are fucking oatmeal, man. They don't have critical thought anymore. They have outsourced all of it. At least he does dark mode.
Of archaeological evidence will happen, holographic projections in the sky, space lasers, and so on. They'll create, fake gods in the sky and so on. Electronic mind control and staged alien invasion. The final.
I've said this before, but it must be so fucking strenuous to be a right-winger. They just worry about so many things. It's demons and the Antichrist and Revelation and leftist Antifa super soldiers and Pizzagate and aliens as well. Not to mention the lizard people, the flat earth, and Hillary Clinton. I mean, they're just constantly scared of the next thing. Benny Johnson is a merchant of making sure that the next person to watch his video will be scared of the next thing. Hopefully that will take place so that if they're scared enough, they'll click again and they'll buy my fucking prep buckets and my merch. It's so cynical. This kind of shit should be banned forever off of cultures. Like, you should, like, I don't mind if he's just in his basement doing this, but he shouldn't be able to profit off of it. It's crazy.
Stage involves fabricating a global crisis, an alien invasion, or a series of natural disasters to provoke fear of humanity, to accept centralized authoritarian world government projection.
Same guy who's like, we should own all the countries. Yeah, Greenland, Mexico, fucking Venezuela, we should own all the countries. But also, one world government is very sick stuff. Disgusting. If we do it, good. Someone else, yuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
is
something that we have
dude.
Thought about for a while, especially as you review CIA documents, where they openly talk about using projections of Mohammed in Iraq to bring the Iraqis to heel. They have regularly...
So the proof of aliens is, oh, look at the fucked up shit the American government has tried to do. You know? This would actually work, by the way. This is actually a great idea to get the Christians to walk like into the ocean or something. You just do a big projection of Jesus off the coast and be like, okay, Christians, walk this way. And they just will. I guarantee you it would work. You know people in your family that would fucking die in the ocean if they saw just a fucking like laser show of Jesus or a bunch of drones in the shape of Jesus. Come out here.
Considered using drones and lasers in order to project Muhammad over Baghdad and tell everyone to surrender to the Americans.
So that's aliens? Why is he laughing about this as if this isn't like incriminating the American government? Which, by the way, this is the Bush years, something he supports.
Wish they had tried it, honestly. It sounds incredibly entertaining. But the point...
incredibly entertaining. To wield religious psychosis in the pursuit of a war against civilians, presumably, is who this would be used against. It's not like Baghdadi soldiers lined up in rows on a battlefield or whatever. Like, the CIA has tried a lot of fucking crazy stuff.
Is that, much like the directed energy weapons that were just used in Venezuela, that was Star Wars technology in the 1980s. Now it's being forward deployed in a war zone, and we're capturing the leaders of the most powerful communist nation in our hemisphere. That's for sure.
Venezuela is a communist nation? I see. Maduro the communist. Ownership in the means of production does, in fact, is with the Venezuelan people, of course. They have been so enriched by this communism, I see. Not a war zone, that's for sure. So this guy just said he was against one world government, is in fact for American hegemony, violating the sovereign airspace of other countries, and the president acting unilaterally to depose, I guess, and snatch up and abduct other nations' leaders. Even if Maduro's a bag of shit, and I think he might be, Donald Trump is also a bag of shit. I mean, so does this mean that other countries can do that to other countries? And the answer is, of course, yes. The order of that has been clearly violated, and other people will do it in sight. Well, the United States did it. So what are you going to do? How are you going to take me to account if you don't take them to account? And of course the answer is because we're worried the United States will do that to us because they have shown that they will not, that they'll violate that. I don't think it's tenable. I don't think this is going to last very long. We can only be isolationists for so long before. I mean, it's the Chinese fucking century. It's definitely happening. We are just getting left behind because we refuse to have any sort of like forward thinking. He thinks, of course, that Star Wars weapons or whatever, like a sound device, an energy discharge weapon is what he called it. It was like a sonic device meant to disorient people. They've been using that on American citizens for a while now.
Using directed energy weapons, literally the brains of the people, protecting Nicolas Maduro. So
frying literally the brains of the people. Okay, so let's say that's true, and I don't know if that is. That would be deeply unethical and bad. It would be bad to have such a technology.
The future is here, and as far-fetched as these things sound, it's time to take them seriously. Top UFO expert reveals that 2016 will finally be the year
2026
of alien disclosure.
Every year, it'll finally be the year of alien disclosure.
If you've been tracking these kind of things, you've been seeing stuff heat up, right? You've been seeing a lot of congressional hearings. You've been seeing a lot of people with a lot of different videos. This is the famous Tic Tac video. But there are so many different military videos that are dropping, some of them by whistleblowers.
Lovitz Daily Mail. Look at all this shit that we're looking at. Look at all the slop that he's scrolling through. This is how he gets informed. This is the fucking Benny Johnson experience.
Some of them by, unknown sources.
By the way, I just saw he cited Nostradamus. He cited figures such as Nostradamus and Baba Vanga, whose visions have been linked. Great. Yes. Quality source, sir.
Whistleblowers. Some of them by, unknown sources. All of them claiming to be military videos. And you know what? I got to tell you, man, I had a run-in with a fighter pilot that flew for the U.S. military. He's one of the most accomplished pilots currently serving in the U.S. military and has a very, very high rank and status. And is not.
He has a high rank and status. Ooh, he's a Christmas adventurer. I can't deal with these people and the way that they think.
A liar is somebody who is in the employ of the administration, and again, like in charge of a lot of guys. And
I wouldn't think the guy in charge of an administration run by the Trump administration. I don't think that guy would be a liar, dude.
Just say completely legit, and he told
totally
me
legit.
straight up, yeah, I mean UFOs are 100% real. Like UFOs do happen, and
All right, UFOs are real. Let's say that. No implications on your Christian faith whatsoever. This guy's a rabid Christian nationalist, closeted gay boy. It's crazy. I don't think that your brain can handle like extraterrestrials who are not Christian. You know what I mean? Like, what would be very interesting is if aliens were Christians. That would be crazy, dude.
happen to us regularly. We're flying all the time, and there's always UFOs around us. Describing to me in great detail, completely sober. This guy hasn't had a drink in 20 years. I'm telling you, man. And he has no reason to lie to me, right? This wasn't like...
He has no reason to lie to me. We are really trying to vouch for this fake guy.
on some live stream or anything. This was just like a social dinner, with our families. So anyway, that kind of like took me back. I live in a big military city, right? There's a lot of military activity in the city of Tampa where I live. And this is the CENTCOM is here, right? And so I got these people that are always telling me this kind of stuff.
These guys love to feel like they're connected to like a John Grisham novel or something. They love to feel like they're Tom Clancy, even better. They love to feel like a Tom Clancy guy. Oh, the government. Such bootlicking losers, dude.
And they have no reason to. It's not like I don't think they're trying to trick. I mean, there's some op. Is everyone an op? I don't know. Is this article an op? This is from the Times of London. Bank of England must plan for financial crisis sparked by alien invasion. Little on the nose here. You got to be this obvious. A former analyst.
This obvious? See, they're saying that aliens exist.
For the central bank has urged the governors to put contingencies in place to prevent the collapse of the bank in case alien life is confirmed.
So it sounds like a crank like you, but this guy had clearance for bank stuff and is now suggesting his crank's theories need to be adopted. Hilarious.
Begins to invade the world. Got it. Okay. Got it. Project Bluebeam. The Bank of England must plan for a financial crisis triggered by official announcement confirming the existence of alien life, one of its policy experts has revealed.
Dude, he is having a hard time reading as well. Is this what his content is? We don't watch a lot of Benny. Does he just fucking do the quartering thing?
Helen McCaw served as the senior analyst for financial security at the UK's central bank, preparing events that could impact the economy. She's now written...
This isn't sped up or speed changed at all. That's just how he sounds when he's skimming.
To Andrew Bailey, the bank's governor, urging him to organize contingencies with the White House to confirm that aliens are real.
He really is taking some liberties with the text.
McCaw, a Cambridge
I guess the pause there was, you see, the aliens are real, man. I don't know why he would think the aliens are real in actuality. I really don't know if Christians can handle that. I don't know. Maybe they won't have any fucking thought about it whatsoever, but it should shake them to think that other life has evolved out there.
Graduate and believes the declaration of this magnitude would send shockwaves through the markets and would trigger bank collapses and civil unrest. Until recently, suggestions that the government was covering up the existence of alien life were limited to a small coterie of conspiracy theorists and UFO activists. However, a host of senior American officials, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio,
oh, Marco.
New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, and James Clapper, and former director of national intelligence, have recently indicated that their belief that there is something other than human life.
I mean, I also believe that there's something other than human life in the universe. Not that they have ever come here. It would be very fascinating to find out that that was the case. And I would very much like to see the evidence, because it suggests that they stopped. Which means it was an accident, or they don't exist anymore, because it's a really long way to go. You'd think they'd all come at the same time, but I guess just a little single flying saucer. Who knows?
On this earth, and in the universe. Rubio, a close ally of President Trump, told makers of a UFO documentary,
Wow, he really can't read. Holy shit.
we've had repeated instances that somebody is operating in the airspace over restricted nuclear facilities, and it's not ours.
It's definitely the Chinese, and it always has been. Every single time this kind of shit happens, it's the Chinese, dude.
And this month, the Sunday Times disclosed the previously classified state files, which showed that the British military sought to obtain extraterrestrial technology after receiving credible evidence the UFOs appeared to
Intelligence.
be real and were outperforming the American crafts, which
American crafts?
is exactly what I hear all the time.
The way that he real-time edits these to center different aspects of his ideology, even though it doesn't say that. I mean, it's like the psychosis brain.
Again, I live in a big military. I live in a town that is like a giant military base.
Dude, he can't even finish sentences or words. It sounds like he's full of shit, dude.
Right? It's like Tampa. CENTCOM's here. It's called MacDill Air Force Base.
He says it again.
Anyway, I mean, you fly into Tampa, you see all the planes, like military planes everywhere. And these people, you get to know them. They're my neighbors. And I'm telling you, they're not there to lie to me.
He just sounds so full of shit, man. He really does not come across as like a genuine guy at any point.
They are straight up telling me that there are UFOs everywhere. Mm-hmm. I work for the Bank of England, and the United States government appears to be partway through a multi-year process to declassify the disclosure of information, the existence of technology, advanced non-human intelligence responsible for unidentified anomalous phenomena.
Holy fucking shit. I can't stress to you how little this guy has in his brain. This is just not a bright fella. He never has been. The way that these right-wing guys gain popularity is just saying the craziest shit over and over. Paul Joseph Watson did that shit too. He must still be on the grift.
They're of non-human origin. Well, I mean, listen, I don't know. Do you think that this is going to be used as, a fake out in order to get more government power?
How can you pretend that you don't like the government having a lot of power, you ice bootlicking cunt? You're a fascist. He just cheered being able to depose some fucking leader with technology right away. Like, why pretend that you don't like the government having power?
Or do you believe that the government is actually going to begin to tell us the truth? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's getting a lot of pickup. I'm not sure. Now the Times Public, I'm incredibly proud. She inspires me. The question is no longer, is it real? It is, what happens when it is confirmed, right? Bank of England plans for financial crisis.
You're just showing the same people reporting this stupid article. This is just other guys doing the same stupid thing.
Ahead of the existence of alien life. Well, that would be a midterm surprise, wouldn't it? Just a reminder that the Bank of England is one of the oldest and most prestigious and connected banks.
A lot of hate in this chat, homies. Chill. What are you talking about? A guy that calls himself a fool's coming in. And he's like, hey, guys, don't hate no Nazi Benny Johnson too much. Do you like Benny Johnson? The only reason I feel the way I do about Benny Johnson is because he has made me to. If Benny Johnson was a cool guy, I'd like him. That's his fault, not fucking mine.
On Earth, and they indicate that alien life will soon be.
Just tabs of other people saying the same thing he's saying, all with fucking blue check marks, which is hilarious on Twitter. Guys who have paid Elon Musk so that they can tweet, look at this alien article that another guy wrote. And then you all go, look at this article that a guy wrote. You know what I mean?
Revealed, and the card will be played. Bank of England plans for financial crisis sparked by aliens. Come on, it's actually happening. Blue Beam, right? Now Greenland dealing makes a lot of sense, all right? Project Blue Beam is a go. Here comes Project Blue Beam.
I think conspiratorial right-wingers need to have some kind of mental health when this is all over. When everybody else gets mental health, these guys will be shuffled in last so they can get a little bit of a looking at.
Dr. Carlson believes that aliens are demons described in the Old Testament.
Ah, okay, yes, quite reasonably. I believe that aliens are in fact not extraterrestrial, but demons from hell. It is I, an adult male, with the brain of an adult male, a biological adult male, may I add, who is definitely not gay. I have thought with my big high brain that demons and aliens, same shit. And it's demons. Demons are real. You got to be scared of them. Behold a man, a biological man, okay? Much more. Why would you pretend to be anything less? I'm a big, smart, biological man. Barely literate, but I do think that aliens are demons.
There's been a lot of commentary on aliens recently. There's been a lot of congressional testimony. Mm-hmm. There's been crazy declassified footage like this.
I think it's funny that his tone is starting to like come down in volume, and he's getting less convicted as this goes on, because he's getting closer and closer to like, okay, I think my internal clock is running. I think I have a mid-roll in coming soon.
The U.S. military literally shooting an alien ship, and that alien ship absorbing a United States munition. What did they? This is a UFO deflecting a Hellfire missile filmed by an MQ-9 drone in 2024.
So this has been debunked because it deflects. It's a balloon. You could see it. You could see it warble. It's a balloon that they tried to shoot and just bounced off because it like glanced. Yeah, it's definitely been debunked.
And it just brushes it off. The best munition we got just brushes it off, and then it reforms after being hit, after being struck. You see pieces of it break off, and then it all amalgamates together once more.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's okay.
Crazy.
So
yeah, I mean, how about this? How about I just like
an AI with a blue check? Whoa. Keeps happening with the right wing guys. That's so weird. I bet this guy asked Grok for a lot of answers.
But it just went on the record naming Lockheed Martin as a company in possession of alien technology. Now, why don't we just go on and play you one or two quick clips of the administration talking about alien life and not saying no.
This was months ago.
Not saying no. Elon Musk.
So he's on this so that we don't talk about ICE, I guess. So he's just running cover.
Guy.
This is what the right-wingers are talking about right now. They're trying to talk about anything else but what's going on. Hey, the negative 16% approval rating for the president, ignore it. The prices, ignore it. The multiple quarters in a row of the Trump economy showing that the hiring has been down, prices have gone up, inflation has gone up, the tariffs don't work. American hegemony is at its lowest. Our soft power has been destroyed because we've destroyed all of and defunded every single program that was in every other nation helping them. So now instead they see Chinese companies helping them. They see Chinese writing on the side of the aid packages they're getting and the medication. And they only ever see American stuff when it's bombs, military, or bad news. We're doing a great job. Excellent work. Sure, we'll let's go take Greenland, guys.
Who says no, there's no aliens. What does that tell you? Right. All right. Here's J.D. Vance, Tulsi Gabbard, and Marco Rubio when asked about alien life.
One last question about UFOs. So I'm a mad UFO lunatic
Me
as
too.
well.
Yeah.
So, and
Fakest motherfucker that's ever lived, dude. He will just adopt whatever opinion the person across from him is unless he's been ordered not to. He really will. This guy called Donald Trump a Nazi years ago. This guy lives in an interracial marriage, but also said that his wife was not ideal because she wasn't white just months ago. He's a cuck.
you said, I think the Ruthless podcast, that you were going to, in August, you were going to figure out what happened. So have you
was a little tongue in cheek. I have not figured it out yet.
Right.
I haven't had the time to figure it out yet.
But you've got access to all this.
I do. And I really want to sort of dig into it. You know, Marco's actually very interested in this too. We talked about this talked about this back in our Senate days. So yeah, there's certainly an interest there. There's certainly an intrigue, but I haven't yet had the time to really dig in. Things have been so busy. But this is the crazy person inside of me. And there's, all of us put the tinfoil hat on from time to time. I'm like, I can't allow myself to become so busy that I spend the next 3 years and I don't get to the bottom of this. So I will get to the bottom of this, but it's going to take me a little time.
J.D. Vance. He'll be the guy that proves aliens once and for all. His mom should have done more crack, I think. More crack would have been advisable.
Because Tulsi Gabbard says that she believes there are aliens. Do you believe that?
I don't. It's interesting. I wouldn't say that I do or don't believe it. I mean, I'm a big believer that there are things out there that we can't explain. And so if another person sees an alien, maybe I see an angel or a demon.
By the way, I'm a different kind of crazy. I think this thing that conspiracy theorists are claiming is materially possible about the universe is actually supernaturally happening through the spirit realm, which makes me less fucking crazy, by the way. I'm less crazy. Please don't say I'm crazy.
So I'm a big believer that there are like spiritual forces working on the physical world.
Yeah, nobody that believes this shit should be in office. That's fucking crazy. I know it's impossible to stop it. Like you're gonna have fucking freaks all around you at all times, but that is ridiculous. That should not be allowed in any sort of lawmaking capacity. If you're religious, cool, go do that. Keep it the fuck out of politics. Keep it the fuck out of the public life. It's your personal thing. You do not get to you don't get to participate. Choose one. Ridiculous that this is the case. We need to disincentivize monetarily these positions from like business people and decouple them from their religious roots within the, they're fucking little boys clubs and shit like that. And slowly but surely you'll see a better world as things get more secular rather than, well, we'll just let God sort it out. You know what I mean? Fucking crazy.
That a lot of us don't see and a lot of us don't understand and a lot of us don't appreciate. But, is it aliens or is it our guardian angel? Or is it aliens or is it a not so guardian force that doesn't care about us or in fact actively wishes us harm?
So a guy with real decisions to make about the world thinks that it's a possibility that a fucking specter's going to crawl out of the wall and make somebody around him do something untoward, like a demon. That is not reasonable. That's psychotic. You have a delusion. That's not a reasonable thing to be worried about.
I don't know the answer to that question. What I try to do is I try to say my prayers. I try to be as good of a person as I can be, and I try to do a good job. And
terrible job.
Hopefully, that's all I need to do.
UFOs. There's been a lot of...
My husband is in the corner, for the record, pumping his fist right now that you're asking this question.
So, is there anything... We've had some declassification of some very...
Why is this one lady asking this all the time?
Strange video.
Why are we looking at this?
That look like they are, unidentified flying objects. Is there anything in the files that you think you could find or you have found?
Nothing that I'm prepared to talk about today. We are I'm just...
Ooh. This shit is fucking dog water. Terrible content.
Gonna say this. We're continuing to look for the truth and share that truth with the American people.
The truth is out there.
Yes, it is.
There've been a lot of articles lately about UFOs. I know this question is a little out there. Is there any truth to any of this?
Well, we don't know. All I've said is...
When the fuck was this? I need to know what the date of this was. Is this what they're actually doing instead of covering ICE protests and shit?
I
don't watch Fox.
People that have very high clearances, both today and in the past, who did really important work for our government or continue to do important work for the government, who have come forward with some claims about the U.S. having in the past recovered exotic materials and then reverse engineered those materials to make advances in our own defenses and technologies. That's the claim they make. Now, I don't know if those claims are true or not.
Dude, the way that these guys politic, this is such a Republican thing. I don't know what's going on. I'm just asking questions. And then you say stuff that makes your audience believe that it is true, that you just can't say it. And then you lead them along, and that's what's going to happen forever. This is the same shit that Fox News always does with this kind of conspiratorial shit. Like, this is just a springboard to Alex Jones shit.
What I do know is that one of two things is happening here. Either they're telling the truth, and that is something that obviously would be the biggest story in human history, or we have people in really important positions of government who are crazy.
It's that one. That's the one. You just heard the guy in the second most important position in the government saying the craziest shit. It's the second one, for sure. It always has been. Humans are, in fact, idiots. Almost every human you've ever met, you can be honest with yourself, pretty stupid. Doesn't have to be. Was kind of like left to be that. Most people, hopefully, have the capability to not be stupid. But like so many, they're taught a false belief at the foundation and it just leaves them dumb. That's pretty rough. No curiosity, nothing really going on there. Except the seeking of confirmation bias.
and who are out there making up stories and who are still in positions of importance. Either one is a big problem. So we've got to figure out which one of these two it is, because the second one in particular would be very troubling. But we don't. All we know is claims that people have made.
Literally, he's a Christian as well. It's the second one, and it's the Christians.
These are credible people that have done and continue to do important work for the country, and by law, we're required when they come.
There's no fucking chance this guy is ever going to win any sort of elected office in a national sense. He has no sauce whatsoever. Neither does J.D. Vance. I do not know. I think maybe against Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, maybe Gavin Newsom, maybe. None of those I like. Those are all liberal losers. Can't imagine.
Forward as whistleblowers to take their claims seriously and to investigate them. But we just don't know. That's the answer.
Benny's content is dog shit. I have not watched a lot of Benny content lately, and it is worse than I remember. He's less literate than I recall, and more boring.